Who's the best WNBA player of all time?
WNBA player. Oh, now we're going back to the sexism, Michael.
Oh, I love sexism. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's your cancel number. What was that?
Bring it, dude.
How many
if you
are
get
we
canceled,
on?
that means you're making money.
Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Michael. I know when we young comedians, we willing to say anything to get the laugh, right? Because we just super fearless. The more and more success you get, the more you feel like you have to kind of tame what you're saying, like what Rell is doing. I was there at one point, and well, then we got canceled.
No, I'm not saying
I felt that way for a while.
But this is what I'm saying. Is there any fear that when you do hit something that you said,
it's over.
Yeah.
It's if I'm famous, I'm canceled.
Okay.
I have so many podcasts out there saying shit. I'm at the point now I don't give a fuck. I say whatever I want on stage. I cross the line, but I also play with it and go, oh my bad, sorry, did I go too far? And then they laugh at it.
You shouldn't show us your cheat sheet. Now people gonna be like, he meant that shit.
Well, whatever, dude. It is what it is.
Do you feel that way that you got to like?
I'm not fucking
be lighter with stuff. I'm sorry, it's your podcast.
No, this is our
real life.
No, for real. I mean this shit. When we are here, this is our shit. I mean that shit. When we here, bro, this is all our shit. So go for it. You guys.
I have felt like that. Like I have to be mindful of what I'm saying on stage. Especially because I do stuff with kids as well.
So you want to be on that Disney shit? Yeah.
I'm already on a Disney.
Yeah, so you honestly should cancel this fucking episode. Blur her out. You next to that fucking racist comic, Michael Lenoci.
I just been calling you out, Michael. I ain't been saying none of that.
That's what she been saying. She good.
But I've been conscious of it but also with being myself.
Right.
So I had to kind of find some type of balance because I was like, well, if someone sees me in person, this is how I am. You know what I mean? And but I know how to like NDA like you are, not go too far. So I do, I guess in a sense, feel like, I don't want to go too far, or some stuff I won't really touch on, or I don't mind sitting back. I'll be like, yep, that's not something
This is the thing. I don't. I'd say whatever, like in conversation, like about specific stuff about like, people I work for, that's different than my material.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, different than my stand-up. Well, I don't know.
I'm not going to share personal conversations I've had with like people I might work for at certain levels, whatever. But as far as stand-up, I go harder only because to me it's more of a challenge.
You said Will Smith's gay, Rell? What?
What did you say about Will Smith?
To me,
he said he was gay. Oh, cool.
To me, it's more of a challenge to be able to say what you want. I think it's dumb to just say shit to be controversial. That's stupid.
Oh, that's dumb.
Like a lot of
Michael.
Like a lot of
no.
not Mike, but specifically
I see it with younger comics because Chappelle's doing the transgender thing.
So
they're trying to do it. It's like,
right. And I'm gonna say this: a lot of white comics who are racist use comedy to say, "I'm just being the freedom of speech," and there's no context to the comedy to it. They just want to say it.
Also, part of your job as a comedian is to make the room laugh.
Right.
So some guys are like, "Oh, I'm just edgy." I'm like, "Well, then make them laugh." Yeah, you got to be transgender.
You got to be
Do you really have that point of view? You don't. You're fucking 33. You don't have a point of view on transgender. Chappelle's 50. He does.
Right.
My point of view when I do stand up is more anyway, just making tough topics approachable. So that's always my angle anyway.
Right.
So that's usually me being me. But like, in a normal conversation, I might say a little bit more than I would say on stage, but it's just that I won't say it in the exact same words rather. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about the same thing, but I'm making it more approachable where people can tolerate it. It's just my style.
I think the trick is finding what we're all thinking. If you just say some mean shit, it ain't go nowhere. If you say what we're all thinking, but make that funny, you can win. That's why Corey Holcomb does so well, because he'll say some horrible shit, but it's like you thought that shit, and then it's still you still make it work. So
I heard Chappelle say something similar. He said, "I say what people feel."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a whole other conversation, Chappelle. It's not a whole other thing.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has some weird fetish shit going on too. I mean, you could drop the transgender thing by now.
Are you turning the cameras off?
I got enough of y'all. No, I was going.
Oh,
those
okay.
cameras, they cut off after 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they
okay.
and sometimes overheat.
I could have kept talking.
Okay, now we good. So I don't think people think comedy's dead and all this other goofy shit. I think that's the stupidest shit in the world. I think comedy's stronger than it's ever been.
So many different ways to pop.
There's so many freaking ways to pop. You can literally do stand up. You can go on Instagram. You can have a podcast. You can take. You know what I'm saying?
I think that I think the special game's done. Unless you're big and they're gonna give you a lot of money, man. Nobody gives a fuck. Just put the clips. I mean,
Yeah,
I know people.
right.
I know fucking people that shot their little 30 minutes on Netflix. I got more of a boom fucking posting clips.
That's
I'm
crazy.
selling more tickets.
But
you know what I mean?
You know, man, damn, we had a great conversation about this yesterday, and I want to get y'all opinion on this. However, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like if you still say something great, there's an opportunity for you to pop.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I bring that up because Brian Simpson, I had no clue who the fuck he was.
Really?
Brian's Netflix did well.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
30 or
It was a 30. I think it was 30 minutes.
His was 30, but yes.
But and what I'm saying is his material was so good that people took notice.
Brian, I was like this.
But
I know,
not everybody's stylistic is like that. He is that.
No,
but I'm
yeah.
saying, Brian went from door guy, comedy store. I've known Brian for like we were kids.
But we knew he was
decent.
great when he was a door guy.
Right, but he went from door guy shit to he's doing small theaters now. Like Brian's killing shit.
And Rogan took him on too.
Right.
That helps a lot.
But this is the point
That
I'm
was
saying.
before that though.
Yeah.
But this is the point I'm making. So I hear what you're saying about not really doing specials, but he did do one.
Yeah.
If the material is great, I feel like you have an opportunity to still stand
Yeah,
out.
Ali Wong.
Listen,
Ali Wong too.
I'm
Ali
not
Wong
saying
too.
I'm saying
I like
specials
her
are.
special.
Listen, if you're
It was
big,
really good.
if you're Ali Wong, they're
Ali
giving you
Wong's
$2 million
special was
to do a
good.
special. You
I
do
liked
it.
it a lot.
No, but I'm saying Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Ali Wong. She got on from her comedy. She was in the game, but her special with she's pregnant and shit. That shit was like, oh, you in the
She has
game.
a fan base.
And
too.
again, it was a fire special.
It was
Roll me down, I get it.